Here's the thing, guys. It's poetry. So like why is there one perspective and you only have to follow this perspective? Like you don't want to misinterpret anything, obviously, but you want to try your best to like get this book, all these books were like created for you to read. You don't like you could listen to commentaries from other people, but like it's poetry. Think about it. Like think, read and think, you know? It's important. This is your life. You're here. How did you get here? What happened? You're just here? How? You go to sleep. You in control of that? No. You hungry? You in control of that? No. You know you have like gut bacteria in your stomach that digests food for you? How did it get there? How did it get there? You know? Look, what is going on here? How am I even able to speak? Like, what is going? There's an idea in my head and I'm able to talk. I don't even know if I'm talking as fast as I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what that meant. But you know what I'm saying? Like, how are we able to do any of this? We have control. We're living inside of this thing. And you're not curious to like how this happened? You could say science and like, fine. Science is the discovery of the universe. That's it. It's a discovery of what's happening inside the universe. But so far, it doesn't seem to contradict the idea that there's an everything that it exists that you come from. It's not able to understand consciousness. And even if it is, this is just observing what what life is like. What's happening on this planet. That's all that is. Science is just the observation of life. Like every time like I have this hat, it's like my first like the hat, my hair gets all weird. Every time I have this hat, it drops. Okay, I pick it up, drops. Now, if I drop this and it doesn't drop, that means that the theory that this always drops is done. And then you have to think about a new theory. But all we are is like a series of theories that we're like looking at. It doesn't have anything to do with like, does God exist or does God not exist? Totally different. So there's no reason for these two ideas to fight with each other. No reason at all. I think that it's a trick. I think that they want you to fight with it because this is totally down conspiracy theory lane. I think they want you fighting about all this stupid crap instead of like realizing that you came from a source. Like you came from a source. Like how did you get here? It's cool. It's like the coolest thing to like think about. You have consciousness, you have awareness. You are not your body. You are living in your body. What does that even mean? Who is living in my body? I'm energy, I'm animated. I'm made out of clay. What? You know? Like you see the dirt, you're like, I'm going to return back to the dirt. My body will return back to the dirt. But where does the energy go? Where does the energy go? My body will return back to the dirt. Your body came from the dirt and returns back to the dirt. Now we have a system in which that happens. So your mother gave birth to you. You didn't just grow from the earth like a plant. But obviously life comes from the earth because you're eating the plants that come from the earth. And like for me, like I understand it from like an evolutionary perspective. So like you're sharing the same DNA as like a tree. Like just look at the DNA. What does that have to do with if like God exists or not? Like it has nothing to do with the other. Yet you create these biases in your head to disprove something that's you're unable to disprove it. All I'm saying is that the everything exists. So if you have an emotion right now, that means that that emotion exists outside of you. Because where did it come from? You have a subjective understanding. So you have sight, right? So that means that there is a thing called see, not S-E-A, like S-E-E. There's a thing called see because you have sight. This is your subjective lens of the universe, but but you have to have the everything which is able to see. So if God says that he is the all-seeing, that makes sense because you are a piece of seeing. You can only see a piece. You can only see a piece. You can only observe a piece. So if the everything gave you the ability to see something, but that something had to come from somewhere, which is the everything. Duh. Like, am I crazy? I feel like if I make my hair like this, then I'll look like one of those crazy scientists. Oh man, my hair. No, you gotta. I'm still trying to hold on to this hair. So let's go to 35. I spent like 4 minutes ranting, but let's see if I can like do something. But I can. So 35, Surah Al-Baqarah 35. We cautioned, O Adam, live with your wife in paradise and eat freely as you please, sorry. We cautioned, O Adam, live with your wife in paradise and eat freely as you please. but do not approach this tree. And then what does Adam do? What does Adam do? Goes to the tree, obviously, but Satan deceived them, leading to their fall from the bliss state which they were in. They were in a good state. And we said, descend from the heavens to earth as enemies to each other. Enemies to each other. Look what's happening in the world. Are we not enemies to each other all the time? All the time, unless you can reach consciousness? Until you realize that we're all just the same thing, experiencing the universe. Literally, the neurochemicals are the same. Literally, your cortisol levels are the same. Literally, like actually, if me and you go to a movie, we watch the movie, our heart rates are lying. What is going on? We're actually, we are energy experiencing the world through our neurochemicals that are telling us how to feel. And if you can't separate from that thing, I'm getting excited because this is important for people to know. I discovered it. If you discovered it for myself. Not discovered it in general, just discovered it for myself. But you have there's neurochemicals that are firing through your brain, telling you have anxiety. What is anxiety? Anxiety is cautioning you that something might be wrong. Now the problem is the modern world, and we can go into this in another video. If you guys like these kind of videos, I can go into that if you want. But the problem is that the modern world has given you super stimuli, and that super stimuli is giving you anxiety. Sorry, let's get back to here. So we cautioned, "O Adam, live with your wife in paradise and eat freely as you please, but do not approach this tree." What does Adam do always? Approaches the tree. What do you do always? The thing that is forbidden. You always do it. You always do it. Think about it. Think about your life. Think about you have an exploratory nature to you. I think that the human being has exploratory phases. So from the ages 11, 12, you start being I don't want to listen to my parents. Screw those people and their old way of thinking. And then you want to explore. You want to explore. And the apple in this poetic framework in which I'm looking at it is the sweet, juicy thing that you're trying to explore. Sorry, I didn't mean to poke your face. I wonder if any of you guys flinched. But you're trying to explore. And inside of this exploring, the human being did what? They left their blissful state. Now, one thing that happens when you leave your blissful state is remember when you were a child and you were just in a blissful state? What happened? You hit puberty. What happened? You started to discover the future. You got anxiety. So Satan deceived them, leading them to their downfall, leading them to their fall from bliss, from the blissful state they were in. And we said, descend from the heavens, and you become enemies to one another. Anxiety, hatred makes you enemies. These are all things that come from who? Satan. The root is Satan. The wand is pursuing something that destroys your own self, which is fascinating. So the want and the desire for something that you're not supposed to have actually leads you in a bad way. By the way, guys, you want to see something crazy? Look at this. Look at this. And look at this. And the modern world has what? The apple. So everybody has their phone like this, and they're looking at it, and they're the apple. And what does it have? A bite. This messaging isn't just the Quran and the Bible. There are hidden things inside of the modern world that we are not aware of. There's hidden things that are in this world that we're not aware of. I didn't get really that far in this video, but it's okay. We'll take our time. You will find in this earth a resident and provision for your appointed stay. For your appointed stay. You just got here. You're just staying here, obviously, because you're not your body. Which means that when your body returns back to the earth, the soul gets freed somewhere. It empties out. And this is an attempt at telling you what's going to happen, what's actually going on here. Don't strawman it. Don't strawman it. Don't try to pick it apart. You're rooting it for yourself. Try to discover it. Be open to any idea. and don't be scared of the idea. Explore it. These are all for you to explore while you're here. This whole place, I have 5 seconds. This whole place is a place to develop your spirit, to develop your